Hi, I'm Robert Estrin here at livingpiano.com, playing one of my very favorite pianos. This is a Baldwin SF-10 7-foot semi-concert grand, and this particular piano has special meaning for me. When I was a kid, growing up, my father, Morton Estrin, who you can see at mortonestrin.com, had quite a career as a concert pianist. He still teaches, by the way, on Long Island in New York. For any of you who want to have the best training you could imagine, I recommend him very highly. He was my teacher, as well as a lot of other people. Anyway, I used to help my father to choose pianos for his recordings, his New York recitals and such. And something very magical happened one day when I was in high school. I came home and there was sitting one of the very first Baldwin SF-10s ever made. You see, this was a joint effort between Bechstein, the German manufacturer, and Baldwin. And there's a time when Steinway was a little bit in the decline because of, under CBS ownership, they had a lot of problems at the time. And Baldwin was aggressively going after the concert market. And some of the great pianists, Leonard Bernstein, Copland, Liberace, Dave Brubeck, the list goes on and on, were all Baldwin artists. So they were putting Renner actions, the same action that's in Hamburg, Steinway, and Busendorfer, and the redesigns really resulted in some of the most spectacular American pianos ever made. Listen to the sound of this instrument, you'll hear what I'm talking about. What a magnificent piano. As I said, it has special meaning for me, having grown up with one of the very first SF-10 Baldwins ever made. If you are in the market for a 7-foot semi-concert grand and you're looking for one of the great pianos of all time, really there are three choices for you in American pianos: the Steinway B, the Mason and Hamlin BB, and the Baldwin SF-10. The benefit of Baldwin is that Baldwin was at the top of their game in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Owning Bechstein and having that relationship with Bechstein was very strong. Where Steinway was owned by CBS and really was one of the weakest periods in the whole 20th century in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Mason and Hamlin also, preceding their bankruptcy, quality declined quite a bit. Whereas you can get a late model, beautiful, handcrafted American piano of the top echelon with a Renner action, and not have to go back to one at the turn of the century, but one that's fairly recent, like this, a piano that's barely been played. It's fresh and young, and a glorious instrument for you. If you have any questions about this or any other piano, I welcome them here at livingpiano.com. Thanks for joining me.